Hello everyone, welcome back to our new training. In this training, we're going to discuss about the tunnel 2.0 establishment flow and the logs. So when you log into Zscaler ZCC application, it establishes a tunnel, right? And in this case, we're gonna we're discussing the tunnel 2.0, and that's from the tunnel version. You can check it, right? Now, before we discuss, the log and the flow for it, let us understand the few important keyword and the processes. And the first is called Zscaler Tunnel to Controller. Now, this Zscaler Tunnel to Controller is there to manage multiple Zscaler Tunnel 2.0 manager, right? And it's responsible to switch between tunnel from primary to secondary and secondary to primary. Okay. Now, the second process is called Zscaler Tunnel to Manager. Now, this process is to manage the data and control channel. Okay. And this process task is to to notify the control channel as well. Okay. Now, the next task or next process we have is called Zscaler control channel. So this Zscaler control channel is basically a TLS tunnel, which is established to the to the nearest DC. And once that's established, and this Zscaler, this control channel, I mean, it can be a control channel and the data channel based on the the configuration. And the next important keyword is called Zscaler DTLS data channel. So this is a DTLS data channel, which is again authenticated based on the control channel session ID. Okay. So these are the important keyword and the processes which is which will help us to figure out the tunnel 2.0 logs, and we'll understand how we can use these keywords. Okay. Now, since we know the important keywords, let us understand what is the tunnel 2.0 flow. Okay. So how the tunnel 2.0 flow works, for that purpose, let me just show you the logs as well. So I have already exported the Zscaler tunnel 2.0 logs. So this is a ZSA tunnel logs. Okay. From this ZSA tunnel logs, what I would do, I'll simply filter for a keyword, and that would be ZS2A. So what happens, right? The first process that'll be start, that's called Zscaler tunnel to controller. That's what we can see here. Okay. Uh, Now this Zscaler tunnel to controller does, it creates two processes, and you can think of it kind of a two tunnels, right? Two attributes like a Z2 Zscaler 2A and Zscaler tunnel 2B. So that's the primary and the secondary tunnel. It creates the object or the attributes. What are these attributes? These attributes are basically the server IP address where tunnel needs to establish, and the desired protocol. Either it can be a TLS or DTLS based on the configuration from the portal, and this is a fallback option. Now, after the attribute creation from the Zscaler tunnel to controller, it creates or it starts the Zscaler tunnel 2.0 manager. Okay. Now this tunnel 2.0 manager, right? What it does, it because it has the attribute information now, what it does, it start the Zscaler control channel. Okay. And that control channel is basically the TLS tunnel. So what we can see that this control channel is started here. That's the 5 second of time, timeout value, which is configured from the portal, and we have all the information what we need to establish a TLS connection, because we have destination IP address, which is this, and source IP is the system source IP address, and we do have the protocol as well. So if you can see, this connection is done. That connect is done to the server. There is a handshake completed. This is the cipher. They negotiated, right? Once that TLS TLS tunnel is done and establishes, we get a session ID. And after the session ID, we, this tunnel, TLS tunnel become, I mean, we consider it as established tunnel. So if the handshake is there, the tunnel is established. But if we don't get a session ID, this Zscaler tunnel to or Zscaler control channel is not, not considered as established. Okay, so we got that session ID, and this tunnel is also, authenticated. After this, session ID, what this Zscaler tunnel to Zscaler control channel does, it informs the Zscaler tunnel to manager, and then the tunnel to manager, what it does, it start the DTLS channel. You can see Zscaler tunnel to data manager starting the DTLS data channel. Okay, now that data channel, what it does, again, the timer value we know from the portal, that's a 9 second. Okay, and we can see the connection, the DTLS tunnel, it's trying to establish. So that's here, that's the MTU negotiation. Okay, and let's see. Okay, there is a negotiation happening, and there you can see the DTLS tunnel is established, and the protocol is switching from nothing to DTLS. Okay, that's how the DTLS or a TLS tunnel 2.0 connection, it gets established. After this connection, what this Zscaler tunnel 2 controller does, it keep monitor and it does these health checks, right? You can see. And similar way, we can also see in our packet capture. I have taken these packet capture already. So if I filter from, for the TLS and DTLS handshake, I can see this is the packet, which is the control channel. So svpn-control-gateway and zscaler2.net. And after this TLS control channel connection, I can see there is a data channel as well, and that's to svpn-data- and that's random ID given, and that's how this DTLS get established. Okay, now there are a few important things, right, to understand what would happen, let's say, if TLS tunnel is somehow not able to establish, right? What would ZCC do in that case? So what would, let's just write it down. Mhm. So let's say ZCC or Zscaler is not able to establish the TLS connection, right? So if the TLS connection is not getting established, what is the way or what is the process? So in that case, what ZCC do, or Zscaler tunnel, this ZCC do, it tries periodically, right? It already have a that back of logic implemented, and it, based on that logic, it tries in 30 seconds, then after 1 minute, and then 2 and 4, right? It just double the time, and then it repeat, right? So the 4 minute is the maximum it waits, and then again it repeat the same process. This is the same process it does when it's not able to establish a TLS connection, and also when there is a failure in the DTLS channel as well, right? Okay, let me see what else. So we have seen the Wireshark capture, the logs. Okay, right. Uh, okay. One more important thing I would like to tell you, that So that's uh, that's the case where you know hmm, okay, one important thing to remember. So if we're not able to establish a TLS connection, the control channel, what GCC does, it tries 3 times. We do not try indefinitely, right? It only tries 3 times, and right, that's it. And if if the connection is successful, but we haven't got the session ID within 30 seconds, it considered that tunnel as a as a failure. And again, we for that session ID again, it tries 3 times only. So that's the uh, TLS tunnel retry process during the establishment, right? And again, the tunnel 2.0, when it fails, or maybe when it's switching from TLS to DTLS, what it does, it tries periodically, and it has a back of logic implemented. Based on that, it tries in 30 second, 1 minute, 2 minute, and 4 minute, and then it repeats the same process. Okay, so that's all about the tunnel 2.0. Do let me know if you have any other questions and queries. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.